What's happening, my beautiful people out there in the fragrance world? Welcome to PR Sense. My name's Jose, and here you'll find fragrance reviews for the common men and ladies at not too expensive prices. So, I, I try to give you guys like the best deals you can get, and a lot of them are clones, okay? Because if you're like me, you can't afford $300-400 on a fragrance, $200 on a fragrance, even $150 on a fragrance. So, times are hard. Times are really hard. So I try to give you my most honest opinion on fragrances that mimic those fragrances, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. I don't have fancy words. I can't tell you, it smells like a flower within the bosom of a beautiful woman, blah, blah, blah. I don't tell you that. I tell you whether I like it or I don't. I tell you whether it's delicious and it smells really good or it doesn't. That's what my main goal is here. So Big Beard Business and Ash on Gen Sense came out with their 10 clone fragrances for life. And I figured, why not? Bait and tag or anything, but why not give you my 10 fragrances? Because it was hard. And if it was up to me, it would be my 40 fragrances, clone fragrances for life. But I'm trying to keep it to 10. I do have 3 honorable mentions. They could have been like 15, but I'm gonna give you my 3 honorable mentions and my 10, because I did really think about this, and I just went in there and I'm like, okay, if I had to keep one over the other, which ones would I keep? So that being said, stick around and I'm gonna let you know my 10/13 fragrances for life that are clones of really expensive fragrances. Stick around, I'll see you in a second. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, so let's get started, because I don't want to make this a really long one. I'm not going to give you like a lot of notes or anything, but I'm going to tell you what I think about them, what they're supposed to mimic and clone. And obviously, because then they're 10 fragrances for life, they're really, really good. As far as I'm concerned, you may hate them. So, don't just go blind by them. If their notes and fragrances, it sounds like something you like, get them. So here we go. These are my first 3 honorable mentions, and I'm just gonna go through them really, really quickly. First of all, Frank Olivier Oud Touch. This is a clone of Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. There is also Maison Alhambra's Tobacco Touch. I like this one better. This one is a lot richer and smellier, but not in a bad way. This one just is so gorgeous. I've gotten so many compliments on this one. When I wear this one, women are like, "Oh my God, what are you wearing? It's awesome." So, Oud Touch by Frank Olivier is my first honorable mention. My second one, which is really, really good, and you can tell, look at that. It's almost over. I've got to buy another bottle, and this is Al Haramain's Amber Oud Tobacco Edition. This is so, so good. This is very, very, it has a lot of clove in it. It's just gorgeous, really, really nice. I definitely recommend it. A lot of these, you have to like heavy scents. These are not freshies. None of these are freshies. So if you're into the freshies, you haven't graduated to that, next level, don't get these. You might not like them, but this is a beautiful, beautiful one if you are at that level. And this is Amber Oud by Al Haramain Tobacco Edition. Be careful, because they do have a couple of different editions. Next honorable mention is this one. This is by Ardal Zafran, and this is Oud 24. This is gorgeous. This is so, so gorgeous. Oh God, it's a beautiful, beautiful scent. Now this is a clone of Tom Ford's Black Orchid, and this is a gorgeous clone of Tom Ford's Black Orchid. I definitely recommend it. Tom Ford's Black Orchid was originally for women, but a lot of men liked it, and I love it. So if you've got that chutzpah, that confidence, you should try this one. Not going to cost you a lot of money. Really, really good. So now let's get into the top 10 that I think are my, if I had to grab 10 for life, these would be my top 10. And I'm not kidding. These would be my top 10. Okay, guys? So here's the first one. One of the best ones. This gets talked about all the time, and it is by Lattafa, and it is Amir Al Oud Oud Intense. Be careful because they do make an Amir Al Oud, and that's it. This one is Amir Al Oud Oud Intense. This is a clone, somewhat, not exactly, much sweeter of By the Fireplace by Maison Margiela's replica By the Fireplace. And oh my God, is it beautiful. It's a woodsy, sweet caramel kind of scent. Very cuddly, really, really beautiful. I definitely recommend this one. You should get it. Everybody talks about it. Not gonna cost you a lot of money. So that's number one. Number two, one of my all-time favorites that I wear all the time, and I'm putting a huge dent in this, and I've only had this for a month, and I have about 300 fragrances, so that says a lot. And it is Tabac. Now, Tabac is by Maison Alhambra. It is an Eau de Parfum, and it is a clone of Dior's Tabacaleur. And my God, is it gorgeous. I actually took this to work today because a friend of mine bought Camera. And I said, if you like, and he loved Camera. And I said, if you like Camera, you will like Tabac. And I sprayed it on his arm, and every now and then I'd see him, and he would be like smelling his hand, and he would smile because he loved it that much. This is a beautiful, beautiful scent. It's very honey forward, all right? So if you don't like honey, don't get this, but it is gorgeous. I absolutely recommend Tabac by Maison Alhambra. Number three. Can't talk enough about this one. This one everybody talks about. I've talked about this one from the very beginning, and this is Assad by Lattafa. Assad is a clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir. Oh my God. You know what? I'm not going to spray it because I don't think I have that much left in it. Actually, what the heck? Oh, guys, this is beautiful. It lasts forever, especially on clothes. You could spray this at 6 o'clock, go out on a date, wake up in the morning and smell your clothes, and you still smell it. It is beautiful. It is considered one of the closest to Elixir, aside from, I think Alexandria makes a ETC or something like that, and that's supposed to be really good. I don't have that one, but this, for like less than $25, you cannot go wrong if you want to smell like Dior Sauvage Elixir. You want to smell good, you want to smell sexy. That is one for sure. Now, this one, everybody talks about this. This was a huge hype last year. It went crazy. It went from like $30 to $70. Now it's back down to about $35, $40. And this is Camera. Okay, now Camera is supposed to be a clone of Angel Share, okay, Kilian's Angel Share, a lot sweeter than Kilian's Angel Share, not exactly the same, but very, very close, very, very sweet. So, if you don't like sweet fragrances, don't get this, but guys, this is gorgeous, okay? This is very unisex, so ladies, you will love this, okay? And you can still get this right now for about less than $50 at this point. Beautiful, beautiful scent. You should get it if you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're a confident man, and you don't mind wearing sweet fragrances, this is gorgeous. Be careful because only spray yourself maybe like 2 or 3 times. You don't need any more than that because it is strong, like really, really strong. So that is my number 4. Number 5. Now, I have to be honest with you guys. Out of all the fragrances I have never gotten so many compliments from women than I have with this fragrance. This fragrance amazes me at the amount of compliments I get. We were out, Brenda and I were out at a bar a few weeks ago, and these 2 women were behind us at the bar, And one woman started basically yelling. She not yelling loud, but she was like, "Oh my God, somebody smells so damn good." And there was a guy sitting next to me, and she literally went up to him and said, and smelled him. And she goes, "Nah, it's not you." And then she smelled me, and she's like, "Oh, it's you." And this fragrance gives me that kind of a compliment everywhere I go. And it is Bade Al Oud Amethyst by Lattafa. I was in shock about how much women love this fragrance. Now, it is a rose-based fragrance, but it's got oud in it, and it's supposed to be a clone of Atomic Rose. I have Infinity Rose, and Infinity Rose is a very rose-based fragrance, but to me it's more feminine. I think it's because this has a richer, earthier kind of feel to it, so it's more manly. So I don't mind rose fragrances, but I don't necessarily wear them. And if I am going to wear a rose fragrance, it is going to be Bade Al Oud's Amethyst, because it is so gorgeous. It's a really rich, nice, manly kind of rose. So I definitely recommend this one. Now, speaking of how strong Assad is, I sprayed that before this one. It's still in the air. It's in the air. I still smell it. So Assad is just a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. Next one, I've had this one for ages. This might have been my second clone that I ever purchased. And now I'm up to 150 clones. And this is Bade Al Oud. Bade Al Oud, Oud for Glory. Now I do have I do have Oud for Greatness. I have a decant of Oud for Greatness. And they smell so close. Now, Oud for Greatness is up there above 200. This you can still get for less than 50. And it is beautiful. It is a very oudy, earthy kind of scent. But man, is it backup bottle worthy. This thing is just beautiful. Now, I'm telling you they're beautiful. They're beautiful to me, okay? You may hate them. So if you buy it and you don't like it, don't blame me, okay? I'm giving you a heads up. I think these scents are beautiful to me. And the reason I tell you that is because my brother hates this. He thinks it's too, but my brother hates all the leather fragrances. He hates these. He likes, Versace Eros, Nautica Voyage, he likes all of those. He hasn't graduated to this kind of scent yet. Maybe he will. I'm trying to get him to, but if you have to get this. This is a really, really nice, oudy kind of scent, but not in a fecal, skanky kind of way. This is absolutely great. So that's Bade Al Oud, Oud for Glory. Next one. This is a clone of Parfums de Marly Herod, and I do have a decant of that, and this is pretty close. This is Maison Alhambra's Hercules, and this is very tobacco forward. The atomizer is great, but this is tobacco. Oh, and there's some sweetness to it as well. Oh, and spiciness. There's definitely spiciness to it. It is beautiful. Now this one, I've gotten a few compliments from it. Not compliments, but guys tell me, "What are you wearing? It smells so good." And oddly enough, I'd say 3 out of the 5 guys that have complimented me are like 19 years old, and they're like, "Wow, what are you wearing? It smells so good." And that is Maison Alhambra's Hercules. Again, this one you can get probably less than $30. So that's another one. Now this one, oh, I need to have some coffee because I love this one. The only complaint I have about this one is that I wish the longevity was a bit better. It does last for a while. On my skin, nothing lasts forever. But it does last maybe 3 hours on my skin. I even wore it today and I got a compliment. Somebody said, "Oh my God, what are you wearing because it smells so good?" And it is Alexandria's Dark Knight. Alexandria's Dark Knight is a clone of Black Phantom. And it's a creamy, vanilla, buttery kind of scent. So if you don't like that vanilla stuff, I have a friend that hates any vanilla-based fragrances. But if you do like vanilla-based fragrances, oh my God, this is like, Every time I put this on, I feel like I'm back in my mother's kitchen and she's making a vanilla, Betty Crocker vanilla cake, and she lets me like spoon up and lick the batter from the leftovers of the pan. This is beautiful, and this is Alexandria's Dark Night. 2 more to go, and this one probably is my 4th clone fragrance that I bought, and I never regretted it. And the only thing I regret now is that I don't have another bottle. Now, somebody told me they can't find it for less than $100. I don't know where they were looking. Jomashop, which if you shop at Jomashop, I have a new link down at the bottom. I've partnered with Jomashop. So if you are a new purchaser on Jomashop, you get 10% off. If you are a recurring purchaser, you'll get 5% off. Check out my description, look at the link, and click on it if you're interested. I put like 25 fragrances there, and these are all in there for the most part, and you'll get a certain percentage off of those. So not a bad deal. But this one, Rasasi's Layukawam. Rasasi's Layukawam is a clone of, okay, forgive me, either Tuscan leather or ombre leather. I believe it's Tuscan leather, but this is leathery like those are, but a lot sweeter. And and the staying power on this, guys, is unbelievable. This will stay on you for all night, and the projection is maybe 2 or 3 feet. People will smell you, so don't spray a lot. But my God, is this a gorgeous, gorgeous leather raspberry kind of scent. Really, really nice. And then the last, and these are not in any particular order from, worst to best or anything like that. These are just things that I can't live without. The last one is Detour Noir by Al Haramain. And this one, everybody complains about the bottle, because look at this bottle. I mean, who the hell makes a bottle like this? I don't get it. But I've gotten used to it. And so this is a clone of Layton. And I've figured it out. If you put your 2 fingers here in the crevice and you spray and you hold your thumb like this, perfect fit. It's like a perfect fit for spraying. It really is. So people complain about this bottle being hokey, you can't spray or anything. If you do it like this and like this, perfect. And it is beautiful. It's a really nice clone of Layton. There are a lot of other clones of Layton now, but this one was one of the first ones, and it is perfect. It's on its own. It's a perfect fragrance. I layer this with Armaf's Odyssey White Edition, and it just makes it even better. Like, I've gotten so many compliments with this when I layer it with the Odyssey White. So try that. If you have both of them, give that a shot. Really, really nice layering, whatever. So yeah, guys. So those are my top 10/13 fragrances for life that, seriously, I'm not kidding. You guys know I try to be honest with you. I'm not paid by anybody or anything like that. The only thing that I've done is Jomashop and I have partnered. So you go to Jomashop and you buy what you want. It's not anything, like that. So these are things that I absolutely love. And I'm sure as I keep on buying more, there'll be, next year, this list is going to change. But for now, these are my top 10. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment. And as always, guys, you guys make sure that you be safe, you be loved, and I will talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.